Community tanks like this one here are very popular to see, and I'm sure everyone watching this video has at least 1 or 2 community tanks set up. This is due to their cost effectiveness, and every beginner starts with a community tank, at least for the most part, and the diversity of fish in the tank. But today I'm going to be talking about a community fish I feel like isn't talked about enough. This is a German blue ram. Now, what I really love about having a German blue ram, or any microcichlid such as an epistogram, in your fish tank, is the fact that they're going to add something to the tank that no other fish can add. You know, when you think of community fish, you think of platies, mollies, maybe Cory catfish, neon tetras, rummy nose tetras, danios, but you see, these danios and rasboras I have don't really have too much thought behind their eyes, and they don't follow a food can around. They're very simple fish, and there's nothing wrong with them, but they're kind of background fish, and you need something to stand out and be like that water puppy, in my opinion. Other than angelfish and gourami, there's not too many fish that can really fill this void. Angelfish get very large. They need about a 29-gallon tank usually, and people have aggression issues with gourami sometimes, as well as hardiness issues. So that brings me to the German blue ram. See, if you go like this, they follow your finger around, they follow the food can around, they recognize you, they always swim up to the glass when they see you, when kept in correct circumstances, and they're a very personable fish. This is why I recommend them. I feel like these fish are very slept on, and a lot of people don't have them because they're led to believe that these fish are aggressive just because they're cichlids, which in my opinion couldn't be further from the truth. Now, I may have not had too many of these fish before, and this is actually my only German blue ram I've owned, but there's something to be said for this fish. It's very peaceful, minds its own business, and I think the only aggression issues that most people get is when the fish is kept with other German blue rams. So just having 1 per community tank is my best suggestion, because if they do start breeding, I'm sure they can become very aggressive, just like many other cichlids when breeding. These fish are also very easy to care for, fairly cheap, and very, very common to find. Every big box fish store will have 1 or 2 of these guys around. You see, mine is very watered down in color. Some look like the one on the screen, but mine is very watered down, and for some reason, he doesn't look like that. Even though he's kept in perfect circumstances, I guess this guy just doesn't have the greatest genetics, but for me, that doesn't matter, not one bit, because I love the fish for the personality, and I like that red eye too. These fish can be kept relatively hotter than most community fish though. I'd say a minimum of 80 is appropriate, but 82 to 83 is probably more appropriate for breeding. That's all on this German blue ram, but for some of my subscribers, if you are curious about my other tank, unfortunately, the large hair grass is almost completely dead, and as you can see, leaves of it are being lost pretty quickly. This is unfortunate, but I knew this might happen, because this plant isn't necessarily known for being hardy, and I'll probably replace it in the next upcoming weeks. My cryptocorn has now also been almost completely killed. I think this is due to my large Amazon sword just sucking all the nutrients from the crypt. Maybe I placed them a little bit too close, but this free Ludwigia I got is doing amazing. I only got 4 leaves of it, and it's grown so tall, so losing the crypt isn't too major for me because this Ludwigia is just taking off. Well, that's going to do it for today, but I appreciate everyone who tuned in.